Welcome to The Explainer. I am absolutely thrilled you're tuning in today because, well, we're diving into something that literally affects almost every single one of us. We're looking at the actual realities of our 2026 spending habits. It's incredibly easy to let money just kind of slip through the cracks, especially when life gets crazy busy. We work hard for our money, right? But sometimes our spending runs on pure autopilot, just completely unchecked. So today, we're going to walk through this fascinating breakdown of 5 specific things Americans are currently overpaying for. And I promise you, by digging into this data today, you're going to see exactly where those sneaky financial leaks are happening. Are you wasting thousands annually? I mean, really think about it. Did you know the average American is wasting hundreds and in some cases literally thousands of dollars every single year? And the real kicker here? It's almost entirely on things they barely even use. It's not the big, memorable purchases that drain our wealth. It's those silent, invisible expenses that just slowly chip away at our bank accounts month after month. Okay, let's dive into this. Section 1, Forgotten Subscriptions and Memberships. The Forgetfulness Traps. So we're kicking things off with our first major category of financial leaks. These are the things we enthusiastically set up, use maybe once or twice, and then completely forget even exist. But let me tell you, our credit cards definitely don't forget. Most people completely lose track of at least one streaming platform, fitness app, or software subscription that they are still actively paying for. In 2026, it is just so incredibly easy to sign up for a free trial or some super low monthly fee, thinking, oh, I'll use this every day. But then the app just sits there on your phone or the software gathers dust on your desktop, and that monthly charge just keeps hitting your statement. It's your classic set it and forget it trap. And this exact same psychological trap happens on a massive scale with unused gym memberships. Millions, literally millions of Americans pay monthly gym fees, but very, very few actually go regularly. The crazy part? The fitness industry actually counts on this. They fully expect a huge percentage of their paying members to simply never walk through the doors. It's a textbook example of overpaying for something you're barely using. I'll definitely go tomorrow. Come on, we have all said it. This is that universal guilt and the false promise we constantly make to ourselves just to justify keeping that unused membership active. We kind of tell ourselves that canceling means, giving up on our goals. So we just keep paying the monthly fee as this sort of guilt tax, always hoping that next month will be the month we finally go. Actually, scratch that. Next week will be the week. Moving right along to Section 2, Overpaying for Peace of Mind, the Fear-Based Traps. Now, what's really interesting here is how we shift gears from mere forgetfulness to purchases driven way more by caution, anxiety, and just wanting peace of mind, rather than actual mathematical need. Take extended warranties, for example. Whenever you buy a new device or appliance, you're almost always offered one, right? But for so many products, the cost of that extended warranty is actually way higher than the statistical risk of needing a repair. You're paying a huge premium for a just-in-case scenario that, statistically speaking, is really unlikely to happen. You're basically just overpaying for peace of mind. And that caution totally extends to the pharmacy counter, too. Expensive brand name medications often contain the exact same active ingredients as their generic counterparts, but at a massively lower cost. People so often overpay for the brand name simply because it feels safer or maybe just more familiar, even when the generic is formulated to do the exact same job for a fraction of the price. Now, really quick, a crucial safety reminder here. Always check with your doctor or pharmacist. While generics are an absolutely fantastic way to stop overpaying, you should never, ever switch any of your medications without consulting a medical professional first. Your health always, always comes before your budget. All right, Section 3, the cost of credit, the trap of high-interest debt. So the crucial point here is that this is perhaps the most dangerous trap of all, because it quietly and aggressively drains your wealth over time. We're talking about high-interest credit card debt. Even a small balance can quickly snowball into hundreds of dollars in extra interest. When you're paying those high interest rates, you aren't just paying for the item you bought, you're paying a massive premium for the privilege of buying it on credit. That compounding interest is basically working against you 24/7, turning a small, totally manageable purchase into a huge financial burden. Which brings us to Section 4, Reclaim Your Financial Future, the 10-minute review. So we've looked at the traps, right? The forgotten subscriptions, the unused gems, the warranties, the brand name premiums, and that nasty high-interest debt. Now let's pivot from the problem to an incredibly empowering solution. I want to challenge you to do a 10-minute review. Just take 10 minutes today to sit down and really look at your monthly expenses. Scan those bank and credit card statements. Identify these leaks. Because if you plug those holes, you might find enough savings to do one of three absolutely amazing things: cover a vacation, build a solid emergency fund, or invest for your future. The money you're currently overpaying could literally be redirected to actually improve your life and build your wealth. So I'm going to leave you with this final provocative question. What will your 10 minutes reveal? If you take the time today to really look at your statements, what hidden subscriptions or totally unnecessary fees will you uncover? I highly encourage you to take action on this right now. Thank you so much for hanging out with me for this explainer. Make sure to hit follow for more money-saving tips and smart financial habits. Catch you next time.